So this week, the Archdiocese of Milwaukee moves into phase 2 of the Catholic Comeback Plan, which allows for our students to return to Mass as long as the attendance is limited by our ability to effectively maintain social distancing in relation to church capacity, and strict adherence and vigilance is given to the cleaning and sanitizing protocols. Our entire school population will not be able to attend Mass at one time due to the capacity constraints of COVID. So we will be attending Mass in 3 groups starting this week. One group will be our 6th through 8th graders. Our second group will be 3rd through 5th. And then our 4th group is our 4K through 2nd grade students. So here's the logistics and the breakdown of what this is going to look like. So every Wednesday, our 6th through 8th graders and our 3 through 5th graders will alternate going to the church building for Mass. Those that are going to the building will be split between the church and St. Cecilia Hall. Those not going to the building will live stream the Mass at 8:30 in their classroom. This will rotate every week. The church in St. Cecilia's can accommodate one entire grade level and half of another. So for example, this week, all 6th, 7th, and 8th graders will be going over to the church building. And the 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade, will be live streaming from their classrooms. All 7th graders will be in the church with one 8th grade homeroom. And all 6th graders and our 2nd 8th grade homeroom will be in St. Cecilia Hall. The following week, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade will be live streaming from the classroom. 3rd, 4th, and 5th will be over in the church and St. Cecilia Hall, and they will be split. This will then rotate on a week-to-week basis. Every Friday, our 4K through 2nd graders will attend Mass in the church building. The groups will be split between the church building and St. Cecilia's Hall. We will follow the same format as we do for the Wednesday group, with the exception of there's nobody at the school building because that group is a smaller amount of children and they all can fit over in the church and St. Cecilia Hall. But the students who are in St. Cecilia will be there one week, and then the next week they'll be in the church and vice versa. So some key things I want to note for you. So all students will be wearing masks while they are at Mass. Students will be sitting with their cohort class. Different cohorts will be spread out to maintain the social distancing necessary. Students will not be interacting with the parishioners, and the parishioners will not be interacting with the students, and they won't be sitting together. They will be separated. All pews are disinfected prior to going to Mass and disinfected after anybody leaves the church building. So on Wednesday, they'll be disinfected before the kids come in and then disinfected when they leave. Same with St. Cecilia Hall. The students are sitting spread out even within their cohorts. So it kind of comes down to about 2 students to a pew, and students sit every other pew. So if you can kind of imagine church, think of the front row, there'll be 2 students in that pew. The pew behind will be empty, and then the next pew will have 2 students. Some of the larger pews, as you get closer to the baptismal font, those pews get a little longer. Those can hold a maximum of 4 students. Wednesday's Mass will be live streamed, so you are welcome to watch Wednesday's Mass at home. And at this time, students that attend Mass on Wednesday will be doing some readings. So a class will be assigned to Mass. It's coordinated, so it's the week that they're in the church, and some students will be reading. Please be mindful that there are not a lot of parts to Mass now because it's just the readings. There's no altar servers, there's no books to hand out. So the parts are limited. We're hopeful that we get back to regular Mass and we can have almost whole groups participating. We are still not permitted to have a choir, so there will be no school choir present at those Masses. I want to really reassure you that the church is a very, very safe place to be. We've been holding Mass for months at Lumen Christi. We've had 2 school graduations. We had an 8th grade graduation in July. We had our 5K graduation just a few weeks ago. We are truly blessed to have a large space that can accommodate returning to Mass as a school. And we are very blessed to have the staffing as well as the volunteers at the parish level that are able to ensure that the area is properly disinfected. So I want to put your mind at ease that we have really, just like our relaunch plan, we have thought through everything, we have planned for everything, and I feel very safe with this return to school Mass. I really want to thank Mrs. Wagner, our middle school religion teacher, for the amount of time that she put into developing our seating chart for the classes, the Mass rotation, the classes that are assigned to the Masses, layout of St. Cecilia Hall. She has worked very diligently in making this all happen. So thank you, Mrs. Wagner. If you're not comfortable with your child returning to Mass at this time, we do understand that everybody has a different comfort level with various aspects of things. If you're not comfortable, I ask that you please reach out to your child's homeroom teacher and inform them of that. You may keep your child home from Mass and then bring them to school at 9:30. I will be talking, so if you're going to be doing that, please listen to the segment on arriving late and leaving early, because I'll talk through some procedures with you on that piece.